Now with Apple season in full swing, we have a lot to talk about. Now on one hand, you got thousands of people out there waiting for the delivery of their new iPhone 16 and black Apple Watch Ultra 2. And on the other hand are thousands of people that are holding on to their current devices. I figured this would be the perfect time to show you what I've been using as far as accessories for the past year on my iPhone and Apple Watch Ultra 2. First up, we have the Super Leggera 4 from Ultimall. Now this is a brand that a lot of you guys recommended to me in previous watch band videos, so I decided to take the plunge and order a few bands and see how I liked them. Like I said, this is more of a rugged design. It has a nice flexible TPE rubber-like material. It's an active sport band, so you're gonna be able to use it in working it out, outside, indoor, whatever you wanna do. If you've seen one rubber band, you've seen them all, but this one is actually kind of unique in its design. It has this metal mesh system on the sides of it. So it looks kind of like a cheese grater, but they call it like a metal plate with perforations. Overall, I think it probably adds to some of the breathability of the band for when you're sweating and you're active with it. I haven't noticed it, cutting any of my hairs or being uncomfortable. So it just provides a nice, unique, cool design, something that's different. And it's hard to be different when it comes to these watch bands, especially TPE and TPU rubber silicone bands. Like I said, you've seen one, you've seen them all, but this one actually looks a little bit unique. Another thing that's really unique about it is the price. It's only $9, so you're not really spending a lot of money to get it. It's super cheap, but also, of course, you're going to be able to get it for sweating and put it through its paces, so you don't want to spend too much on it to begin with. Next up is another band from Ultimall. It's actually one that I'm wearing right now. This is like their shock-proof military-grade rugged case/band. I actually got it in this cool, army green color. I know it makes the front look really big, like I'm about to go it's more for time or something like that. It's chunky, but it feels rugged, durable, like I'm not gonna be able to break this if I, bump against something or if I'm doing super active activities. I also like the nice metal screws and rivets on here. It just makes it feel a little bit more premium and durable and rugged. It feels solid. Like if you take the watch out of the case, it stands on its own. It's really nicely built. The band itself is nice and large. I actually have tons of loops left and I have a lot of slack left on the end. So a lot of times when I notice with a lot of these kind of bands, there's not a lot of slack for big wrists. And if you do have a larger wrist, this works really well for me. So I think it should work pretty well for you. There's tons of adjustment here. But yeah, it's really comfortable. It's breathable. It's a case for your Apple Watch, It feels a lot more premium than a lot of the other ones that I've used, but it's also not super expensive. Coming in at only $24, and actually right now on Amazon, there's a 30% coupon that you can clip on it, so it's even cheaper. The Apple Watch actually goes in super easily, so it's nice and easy to install. You can also still use your Apple Watch charger with it, so it's not impeding on the charging experience. You can get it in a few different colors as well, all of which aren't, too awe-inspiring. They're not crazy colors, but you can get it in black. You can get it in the, black and green that I have here, and also black and orange, and also black and gray. This next watch band is actually from a company called Alumu. This is the A11 Mag. I actually stumbled upon this brand while looking at a lot of the Ultimall stuff, and I really like the design language across all of their products. Something I stumbled upon that I was pleasantly surprised when I got it in the mail, that it felt of quality. This one has a nice stretchy mesh so that way you can adjust it to your liking. It has cool Velcro here, so you can get an exact fitment depending on however big or small your wrist is. There's also another short Velcro section here attaching both of the pieces of the band together, so that way you're not only solely depending on the magnet to hold it together, although the magnet is very strong. It has these nice recessed grooves to lock it in place, so that way it lines up perfectly every single time. All the furniture on here is metal and high quality, and I actually got it in black, so that way it matches my new black Ultra 2 that's coming in the mail pretty soon. Now let's talk about something that we don't cover too often, and that's iPhone cases, and more specifically the Alumu A15 vegan leather case. This case instantly jumped out to me when I looked at it because it had this cool metal grid on the back, and it said CPU cooling on it. So I guess that's where the CPU is on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and it allows some type of ventilation, which I don't know if it does anything, but it's cool. I'm also just a fan of leather cases. I typically get brown leather because I like the patina over time. Vegan leather doesn't patina the same because it's not actual cowhide. But this one actually has been holding up pretty nicely. Even though it's white and it's a porous material, it hasn't taken on really any stains since I've been using it. It's been holding up pretty nicely going in and out of my pocket, just using it daily. It has this nice soft foam kind of insert on the inside, so that way it's good for impact resistance. I also appreciate that all the buttons are also metal, so that way you get a nice click to them. The action button is actually a button on here. It's not just a cutout. So they didn't take the lazy route when making this case. And I'm sure they'll actually make a 16 Pro Max version as well, or 16 version with the new, capture control slidable button area. I'm sure they'll do that too and update it. But yeah, this is a case that I would keep my eye on, and one that I would recommend on your 15, your 16, or any other devices that they make it for, because it's just nice. Another thing that I like is actually the price. It's only 45 bucks right now with 23% off, and it comes in black as well. So if you don't want to go with the white, you're worried about stains, you can still get it in black. Next up, we have another product from Alumu. This is the M03 magnetic battery. This is a pretty cool battery bank that has a 3500 milliamp capacity and also doubles as a kickstand. I really do like the LED power display that blinks from orange to white, and also has the 4 dots letting you know how charged up it is. This can charge up a base model iPhone one time, and if you have a Pro Max, it's not going to get you a full charge, of course, but it's nice just to get an extra little bump of juice while also doubling as a kickstand for media consumption. And I can't say it enough, I do really appreciate the design language is carrying through even on something like a battery bank. It has a nice cool see-through design. You can see the rivets inside, the cool display. Has that same kind of perforated ventilation triangle area. You can see the copper ring on the back. It just feels of quality, it looks cool, and I'm into accessories just looking cool too, and you know, being practical. So this is a nice practical battery bank that you can just slap on the back of your phone, but also look cool doing it. And of course, when you pair it with the vegan leather case, it also has MagSafe. It snaps on in place, and it just, you know, matches perfectly. I got the white case with the white battery bank, and it's a match made in heaven. It is a little bit weird that the battery bank covers up the, you know, CPU cooling vent on the iPhone case, but I don't know, still looks good. The M03 magnetic battery bank comes in at 45 bucks because it's currently 23% off on Amazon. And the last accessory we have from Alumu is this A19 AirPods Pro case. On the surface, this is just another TPU AirPods Pro case, but the one cool thing about this is that it has this nice little metal latch on here, so if you drop it, you don't have to worry about your AirPods popping open and flying out, because that's happened to me a few more times than I like to admit. But yeah, so this is a pretty cool case. It's staying on there. It has a nice, you know, metal clasp, so you don't have to worry about losing it. So it has a little carabiner clip on it, so you can clip it to your keys or to your backpack or whatever you want. Feels rugged. It's going to be good for shock absorption. It has really cool raised air corners on it, so that way it's going to be able to take all the impact and keep moving. The Alumu AirPods Pro case comes in at $16.98, so 17 bucks. It's currently 15% off. Now let's talk wallets. I've covered the Extra wallet in the past. I have the black one, but they added some new cool features to the Extra wallet this time around. I have the white one, and to my surprise, it actually glows in the dark, which is cool because at night you probably need to be able to find it, right? And a black wallet is going to be blended into the shadows. So with this, it actually glows in the dark, and it looks pretty cool. Another huge pain point for me when using the Extra wallet in the past was the fact that I couldn't use it with the Find My network. And now they have actually incorporated a Finder card, so that way you can actually use it with the Apple Find My network. You can't like track it in real time with the, you know, precision tracking and all that, but it will sound an alarm if you press the alarm on it and beep for you, so that way you can find it if it's in a couch cushion or stow it away somewhere. You can store a good amount of cards in here, more than, you know, I would ever need to. I really like the eject button. It never gets old. And if you do want to buy an Extra wallet, I actually have a link down below in the description, and I get a little bit of commission if you decide to pick one up for yourself. The next couple wallets, one you've definitely heard of, and the other you probably haven't, but it's just as good in my opinion. The first one is the Ridge wallet. Now this is the super popular Ridge wallet. This is the Cyber colorway. It just came out. And this is the best wallet that I could never really recommend to anyone because it's so freaking expensive. This is like a $150 wallet, so it's like I said, it's not cheap. And mind you, I didn't spend that much money on it. I actually got it for free, and I wouldn't recommend anyone else spending that money on it. But if you want to, you know, splurge and go crazy, this is actually a really nicely built wallet. It's made from super premium materials. So I don't know if the price is justified because I don't know the cost of materials. The wallet that I did actually spend money on that I think is probably not as good material wise, because I think it's only made out of stainless steel, but it's the Rossum AirTag wallet. So with this AirTag wallet, you can put your AirTag into it, you can track it anywhere, you can have the precision tracking. It holds just as many cards as the Ridge wallet, and yeah, it has rivets that hold it in place. It's not going anywhere, it's durable. I think this of course is a copycat Ridge wallet, but it's a lot cheaper. I actually like this so much that I bought one for my dad. It's only 15 bucks, you can't really go wrong. It gives you all the same use case and functionality as the Ridge wallet, but for like a 1/10 of the price. So yeah, Rossum all the way. So those are all the accessories that I've been using for the past year, from my case to my AirPods to my watch and my wallet. If you guys want to check any of those out, I'll leave them down below in the description. But our new iPhones are going to be here soon. Be expecting full coverage on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I got it in black. I also got the black Apple Watch Ultra 2. So the end of this week and the weekend is going to be jam-packed full of content regarding those devices. And of course, I still have the Pixel 9 Pro XL review coming. I think I'm going to give that a little extra time so that way I can use some more of the AI features like Gemini and everything and put it through its paces. So expect that full review next week as well. If you guys want to catch any of those videos, you know what you got to do. Subscribe to the channel. But yeah, it's been a pleasure as usual. Thank you guys for watching. On the screen now, there's going to be a couple videos. One that YouTube recommends for you and one that I thought would be pretty cool for you to watch too. But yeah, until next time, stay fresh. Peace.